teachers. How did you get revenge on a student? I had this one student, let's call him Tyler, who was always trying to push my buttons. He was the kid who thought he was the class clown, but his jokes never quite landed except with his equally annoying friends. One day, Tyler came up with what he thought was a funny prank. While I stepped out of the room, he wrote "Pop Quiz Today" in huge letters on the board and handed out blank sheets of paper to the rest of the class. When I walked back in, the whole class was freaking out, worrying about what the quiz would be on. Tyler sat there grinning, proud of his so-called masterpiece. I played along, saying, "Oh, a pop quiz? Great idea, Tyler." The grin on his face faded slightly. That's when inspiration struck. The next day, I walked into class holding a stack of papers. I announced, "Thanks to Tyler's wonderful suggestion, I've prepared a special pop quiz, but this one's just for Tyler." The rest of the class burst into laughter as Tyler's face turned bright red. I handed him the quiz, which was filled with the hardest questions I could think of, including some from material we hadn't even covered yet. The questions were things like, explain quantum mechanics in 100 words or less, and what year did the Mayans invent tacos? He sat there sweating, trying to answer the impossible questions, while the rest of the class worked on a regular worksheet. By the end of class, Tyler handed me his paper saying, "I didn't know this stuff." I smiled and said, "It's okay, Tyler. I'll just give you a 0 on the assignment today." From that day on, Tyler was way too embarrassed to try to be the class clown. The class never let him live it down, and honestly, neither did I.